President Obama prepared to take executive action on immigration, but some question whether he can do enough on his own.
We do need serious immigration reform, but we need more than what's just going to happen tonight.
The local industry, that's all for tonight's major announcement, what it stands to lose if Republicans fight back against the president. Good evening, I'm Dory Marlin.
And I'm Greg Floyd. President Obama about 90 minutes away from unveiling a major overhaul to the nation's immigration laws.
The president expected to bypass Congress in a controversial move to prevent 5 million undocumented immigrants from deportation.
We welcome people from all around the world who have that same striving spirit. We're not defined by tribe or bloodlines. We're defined by a creed, an idea. And we want that tradition to continue, but too often.
The plan could also expand work visas for certain sectors like technology.
Another major industry at the mercy of immigration reform, agriculture. A study by the American Farm Bureau found that just securing our borders and doing nothing else could cause a major dip in food production and a spike in food prices. Kimberly Howard tonight has a closer look for us.
Everybody agrees that our immigration system is broken. Unfortunately, Washington has allowed the problem to fester for too long.
It's been a year and a half since the U.S. Senate passed a bipartisan bill that overhauls the nation's immigration system, and still no action by the House.
I'm convinced that a majority of our members, in a bipartisan fashion, would support the measure.
On the phone from Washington, Congressman Paul Tonko told us he stands behind the president's decision to go at it alone. Not everyone agrees.
If he wants to go off on his own, there are things that he's just not going to get.
However, a decision is reached. Local industries are relying on reform.
The high-tech industry, importing workers where there perhaps is expertise that has not been developed. I know that even at the R&D Center, a number of the interns are doctoral students, and we need to reach to a diverse pool for those PhDs, because we don't have that many that pursue the PhD.
That's an issue in the farm industry, where New York Farm Bureau spokesman Steve Ammerman says finding local people to do farm work is a challenge.
I've had farmers tell me they've had, 100 applications from outside of the country and not one from within the country, let alone from within their community.
A study by the American Farm Bureau found that just securing the country's borders could cost the ag industry $60 billion. It could also cut down 2/3 of the country's fruit production and about 1/3 of our vegetable production.
That's serious business, because if we don't import our labor, we're going to have to import our food.
But before that happens, people are eagerly awaiting to hear the president's plan. Even those who support an executive order hope the solution can be more long-term.
We do need serious immigration reform, but we need more than what's just going to happen tonight. We believe there needs to be a long-term approach. It can't just be a Band-Aid to deal with the immigration crisis in this country. And ultimately, that's going to have to come through congressional action.
Kimberly Howard.
Well, as the president plans to prevent the deportation of 5 million people living in the U.S. illegally, there still are plenty of unanswered questions. Who will be most affected, and how much will it cost taxpayers? We're going to get you answers to those questions and more coming up here in less than 15 minutes.